Play on. Here's Harden for three. Another rebound here to Giannis. He's got 8.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? Okay, there we go. Sorry we're a little bit late. I didn't anticipate the game to start right away. It's like literally only 8:03. So the NBA times are always so freaking confusing. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, but hopefully you're all doing well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget the notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. And this has not updated just yet, so I gotta wait for that. So the Sixers did win the tip-off, and then Tatum got called for a traveling violation, and now Grant Williams gets called for a shooting foul. So the Sixers are taking on the Boston Celtics. Sorry, I expected to have a little bit more time to talk about this. But the Sixers taking on the Celtics. Their magic number is 1 now to clinch the 3 seed. And the Celtics, their magic number is 1 to clinch the 2 seed. The only way that the Sixers are able to get in is if Boston loses, obviously, this game. And then Boston would have to lose the rest of the way, and Philly would have to win the rest of the way in order for them to get in. But that's highly unlikely, as the Celtics have won their last 2 games. And Embiid makes both foul shots there, and that's good. Come on, man. I just want to see this thing load. Okay. Embiid comes up with a steal on the other end. James Harden with a bounce pass to Maxey, who pulls up from the far wing, and the shot goes in and out for 3. So he misses that shot, and we're about a minute underway here in the first quarter. So Jason Tatum out there goes up against Joel Embiid and gets it to go. So that makes it now a 2-2 ball game. Oh my gosh, this still isn't uploading. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Embiid spinning, fading, and knocking down the free throw line jumper. So it's now a 4-2 ball game. And the Sixers have been on a roll to start things off. Let's change this now. There's a 2-pointer that goes up, and that's no good. Why is our scoreboard a little bit off? Harden for 3. Yes. Oh, my goodness. James Harden hitting that one. That was a big shot. I just want to get the scoreboard right, and then I'll focus on doing the play-by-play. Okay, there we go. Nice. Good. So now everybody can see the scoreboard. Bug. I like this graphic. 3-pointer by Boston goes in and out, and Embiid comes up with the rebound. So there's 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and the Sixers lead 7-2. Embiid to Harden. Back to Maxey. To Tucker. Tucker back to Maxey. Sixers passing the ball around the timeline. The ball finally finds Embiid. Embiid going up against Williams. Goes up with a shot, and that's good. Oh, my goodness. I thought Derek White got a piece of it as well, but it somehow, some way ended up going in. And the Sixers have been off to a good start. They're on a 9-2 run to start things off. Smart going over to the rack. No. The offensive rebound by Al Horford. He kicks it out to Tatum for 3 at the top of the key. Too strong. And another offensive rebound by Grant Williams. That could certainly come back to bite the Sixers. This is a big game for them. Smart taking it to the rim. Kicks it back out. Harden deflects it. 3.9 seconds left on the shot clock, and it goes out of bounds. So the Sixers in their blue and white uniforms, white numbers, white letters as well, and the Celtics in their white uniforms, green numbers, and green letters. Smart gets the inbound, puts up a 3. No. Maxey tries to come up with an offensive with a rebound, and he goes tumbling to the hardwood and stumbles just a little bit. And I believe that the Sixers are going to get the ball back on the foul committed by Jason Tatum, a loose ball foul. So let's see. I don't know. But he definitely hit the back of his head on the hardwood, and he seems to be okay right now. Got the wind knocked out of him. So it is a foul on Tatum. That's what they call it. So the starting lineups for both teams, it's Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, Al Horford, Derek White, and Marcus Smart. So there's no Jaylen Brown tonight. And for the Sixers, it's PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, and Joel Embiid. For the Sixers, Harden gets the inbound. He'll pass it to Tucker. Tucker to Embiid. Embiid back to Harden on the far wing, dancing all over Al Horford. And he finds Embiid. Embiid on the pump fake, taking it to the lane, going up with it, and they call a blocking foul on Marcus Smart. Boy, Joel Embiid, when you have a 280-pound man coming right at you, that's a bulldozer. And Marcus Smart trying to get the blocking foul. Honestly, his feet were planted, so I guess you could have made a case that maybe it was an offensive foul, but they did not call that. And the Sixers will will have Embiid go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Embiid with 6 points and 3 rebounds so far in this ball game. He's 2 for 2 from the field, and the first foul shot is short. So we cannot knock that one down. There we go. Oh, boy. Now I'm missing my notes. Sixers last played against the Bucks, and they lost 117-104. Embiid's second foul shot is up, and that's good. Embiid in his last game against Milwaukee had 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Sixers on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Smart finds Tatum. Tatum inside to Horford. Horford back out to Smart at the top of the key. Gets Joel to buy on a pump fake. Kicks it out to White for 3 on the near wing. And Tobias Harris comes up with his miss. Maxey to Harden on the far wing for 3 from downtown. Embiid with the offensive rebound and gets sniped and stolen away by Jason Tatum. Tatum taking it to the rim, and Tyrese Maxey deflects the basketball, and they're going to say it was last touched by Maxey as it goes out of bounds. Great defense by Tyrese Maxey to just strip the ball away from Jason Tatum as he was really close to the rim, and he could have easily went up with a layup. So Maxey playing good one-on-one defense, and the Celtics come up with the basketball. White for 3, off the inbound, yes, and the Sixers were caught sleeping at the wheel. That's the first 3, though, by Boston. They're 1 for 6 from downtown. Harden to Tucker. It's a 10-5 lead. Philadelphia up by 5 with 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid finding a little bit of daylight and getting himself a layup. He made it look so easy. 12-5, and Embiid has 9 out of the dozen points scored by Philadelphia. Smart. He'll be at the top of the key. He's wearing his orange shoes, which look really, really nice, by the way. Tatum off the dribble, over Embiid. In and out it goes. Harris for the rebound. That's his second on the day. Harris taking on Al Horford, dribbling around the timeline. Hands it off to Embiid. Embiid back to Harris. It's a handoff. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Harris finds Harden on the far wing. His defender is Jason Tatum. He's going to go to work. Harden steps back, pulls up for 3, and it's a little too strong. White comes up with a rebound, outlet pass to Tatum. Tatum inside to Grant Williams, and Williams gets himself an easy layup. So it's a 12-7 ball game. Sixers lead by 5. Here's James Harden, who finds Embiid, and they have Grant Williams on him to start things off. James Harden kicks it out to Tucker. Tucker will find Maxey here, and Tucker gets called for the offensive foul for the illegal screen. So it's a 12-7 ball game with 6:23 left to go in the first quarter. The Sixers lead by 5, and the Sixers do call timeouts. So we're just about halfway done with the first quarter, and the Sixers lead by 5. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you're new to my channel, as always, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you do enjoy my 76ers play-by-play commentary, we got the Phillies going on tonight, too. Milwaukee down 75 against the Wizards in the first half. Hey, I'm sure that Boston fans are happy about that. Because the Celtics, well, their magic number is 1 to win, or to at least get the 2 seed. The Sixers' magic number is 1 to at least get the 3 seed. Boston would have to lose. In order for Philadelphia to get the 2nd seed, they would need Boston to lose the rest of the way, and then the Sixers would have to take care of their business and win the rest of the way. So that most likely will not happen. And then the Celtics are 2.5 games, I believe, when I last checked, behind Milwaukee. But the Bucks lead 75-62 at halftime against the Washington Wizards, so they could use a little bit of help from them. I don't know how Bradley Beal's doing in that game. Let me double check. Let's see what's going on there. But yes, so the Bucks do lead by 13. Giannis has 17 points in the first half, 9 rebounds. And Brook Lopez has 14 points. Brook is actually 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. And Bobby Portis, he's 4 for 4 from 3. And Wesley Matthews has made all 3 of his threes. So that's why they're up by so much. And there's no Kyle Kuzma. There's no Kristaps Porzingis. There's no Bradley Beal. They have literally been playing, except for Daniel Gafford, it's like all their bench pieces. So that's crazy. So that certainly does not help Boston, for sure. Oh, my goodness. The Celtics, as I mentioned, they did win, or they've won all 3 of their games that they faced the Sixers this season, including their last one, which was 110-107. And the Celtics did come back, and they won that ball game. That was a heartbreaker for Sixers fans. And then in the Celtics' last game that they played, they beat the Utah Jazz 122-114. Washington, ridiculous team. Yeah, man. I don't know why they're not even starting their starters. I guess because they're out of the playoff, run, and so they figured that they might as well just bench their guys. I don't know. That's kind of I don't know. I don't like that mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Tatum had 39 points in his last game. He also had 11 rebounds to go with that. And Jaylen Brown had 12 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. He was 0 for 5 from 3 and 5 for 19 from the field. But how about Derek White stepping up 17 points for him? He's been somebody that they've really relied on for the bench. Malcolm Brogdon deserves 6-man price. I agree with that, man. He's been one of the best players. I think he's really underrated. Tatum gets the inbound here. So Boston called a timeout. Tatum to Horford, and Horford just tips it up and in. It was sort of like a play where Tatum just came up with it, and all Horford had to do was just push it forward, and he got it to go for a layup. So it's a 12-9 game. Harden to Embiid. Embiid with the foul line extended jumper. It goes in and out. Horford comes up with a rebound. Celtics could tie it or try to go down by 1 here. They could tie it with a 3. Tatum at the top of the key. Faking Joel Embiid. And Embiid standing his ground. Tatum then gets the ball in the lane as Grant Williams was on the far corner. And it was a pick-and-roll play. And Tatum got an easy bucket for 2. 4 points for Tatum. He took it all the way to the rack. Embiid taking on Grant Williams. A screen set by James Harden. Harden kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey on the near corner. Goes up with a floater. It goes in. The 76ers have extended their lead 14-11 with 5:05 left to go. A pass underneath the basket to Williams. Williams kicks it out to Tatum for 3, and he ties the game. Inside, outside for Boston. And the Sixers once again caught sleeping at the wheel. 14-14, 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. Embiid taking the basketball. He's on the far wing. Bounce pass to Harden. Harden being guarded by Derek White. Step back jumper from the near corner. It's good. Inside the three-point arc, about 8 feet away from the basket. Sixers back up by 2. They're riding the seesaw. Brogdon initiating the offense. Taking on Embiid off the jumper. That's good money, man. Oh, my goodness. A step-back jumper within the foul line. And we're back to a tie game. Maxey to Embiid on the near wing. Embiid taking on a little bit of traffic. Now kicks it back out to Maxey. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey lets it fly off the dribble, and it was too strong from the near corner. Rebound goes to Grant Williams. Williams to Brogdon. Brogdon to Horford. Great ball movement by the Celtics, and White gets a wide open 3, and Harden is there for the rebound. A 14-6 run by Boston within the last 4 minutes of the game. Harden at the top of the key, inside the logo. Gets a screen from Embiid. Takes it to the basket, kicks it back out to Embiid. Embiid goes tumbling, and he gets fouled on the play by Al Horford. It was about 2 feet from the basket, and now Embiid will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. I'm a little curious to see why they've been putting Grant Williams on Joel Embiid so far to start the game, and why not Al Horford? Because that's been a lot of the matchups that's been going on so far, and Horford has done a really good job in the past controlling Embiid. So, but regardless, Embiid is going to the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. The first one is up, and he makes it. So Joel has certainly had his share of points tonight. We have a couple more substitutions as the benches are starting to get going. Luke Cornett comes in for Grant Williams. Sam Hauser steps in for Derek White. And George Niang and D'Anthony Melton coming for the Sixers as Harden and Tucker will take a quick seat. So an 18-16 lead as Joel makes the second foul shot. 3:47 left to go in the first quarter. And Brogdon will inbound it for the Boston Celtics. Again, no Jaylen Brown in this game. 11 points for Embiid. He's 3 for 4 from the field. He also has 3 boards. Brogdon at the top of the key. Gets around the screen set by Hauser. Lets it fly and knocks down the tray. A great play by the Boston Celtics. And they now lead by 1. Can the Sixers try to respond? Maxey will hand it off to Harris. He's been a little bit quiet to start things off. Harris at the top of the key. Step back jumper over Hauser. Way too strong. Brogdon with the rebound. Conducting the offense. Brogdon's now on the far wing, takes it inside, spinning, moving, fading, and he can't make the bucket on the great defense by Melton. A rebound by Tobias Harris. Harris going coast to coast. No, Embiid on the follow. That's good. And the Sixers have retaken the lead 20-19. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. A very fast-paced game between both teams that have been really competitive this season and fighting for a top 3 spot in the Eastern Conference. Tatum around the timeline, goes up with a jumper, and he gets called for the travel. So that'll be another turnover by the Celtics, and the Celtics do call timeout. And they'll be back in just a few moments. Sixers lead 20-19 with 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. Ay. Philadelphia game style like turtle. Oh, my goodness. In case you're new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a great night. Again, apologize that that I didn't realize that the game was actually going to start at like 8:03. I don't know why that they always get the times wrong for NBA games, because usually it's like 10 minutes after. At the 8 o'clock hour, but tonight it was just a little bit sooner, and that's why I had to cut my my countdown a little bit, because I didn't realize. I'm looking at my monitor to the left, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're about ready to get things started. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about both teams, so that was a little bit of a bummer. So as I mentioned, for the Boston fans out there, the Milwaukee Bucks do lead the Washington Wizards 75-62. Celtics trying to fight for the top spot in the Eastern Conference and are currently 2.5 games back. At least that was the last time I checked for that top spot. Meanwhile, the Sixers, the Celtics, if they win this game, they will at least clinch the 2 seed. And the Sixers, if they win this game, they will at least clinch the 3 seed. It would be really, really tough for the Sixers to get that 2 seed. They would need the Celtics to lose the rest of the way, and the Sixers would have to win the rest of the way, because the Celtics own the tiebreaker, because they're 3-0 against the Sixers and have won the season series. So, what else do we got going on here? I don't know. I can't necessarily see. How are my Phillies doing? I don't know. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, all that jazz. It really means a lot to me. We've been doing this for 4 months and have been going at it really strong, doing play-by-play for Sixers games, for Phillies games, and, just getting reps as, broadcasting games and doing play-by-play, doing it sort of like a radio style, if you will. I used to call games for the NBA G League the Delaware Blue Coats. They were the NBA G League affiliate of the 76ers. So, and they're actually in the G League Finals tonight. That'll be on ESPN2, I believe. My friend is actually calling it, and I'm looking forward to hearing that. Brooklyn will be challenging for the Sixers in the playoffs. I am waiting fired three-point shooting Joe Harris. I think that, honestly, that the Sixers are the better team, but I do believe that it'll probably go to 6 games. The Sixers will probably take the first 2, and then Brooklyn will try to make adjustments. I just don't I trust Jacques Vaughn. I think he's a really good coach. I just also feel like that the Sixers just have the better roster. At the same time, though, I've seen that the Sixers don't do such a great job with shooters, with a lineup that's just all filled with shooters. And the pick and roll can be a problem for them to guard. Because how can the Sixers, even the Celtics are showing tonight that the Sixers are having a hard time guarding the pick and roll. Timeout is over. D'Anthony Melton gets the inbound. He'll find Maxey. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid being guarded by Hauser. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid off the jump. Yes. Jalen McDaniels comes back in for the Sixers. And Joel Embiid has himself another bucket. 15 points for Joel. He's 5 for 6 from the field. He's been making a lot of shots. 22-19. Tatum taking on George Niang. Tatum, step back jumper over Niang. It's a little bit short. And Joel comes up with another rebound. That's his 6th on the day. Maxey on the near wing. He finds Embiid. Embiid at the foul line now. Spinning, moving, kicking it out to McDaniels for a wide open 3 on the near corner, and it's good. Jalen McDaniels putting up a flamethrower. There's Shake Milton on the bench saying, "How do you do, little fella?" Brogdon on the near wing. Takes it to the foul line, kicks it out to Hauser for a 3. In and out it goes. And a rebound goes to George Niang. A 7-0 run by Philadelphia over the last 92 seconds. Maxey on the near wing, kicking it and putting it up. That's no good. He got the ball back from McDaniels, and he tried to go up with a runner, but Brogdon came up with the rebound. Brogdon on the foul line extended. And he now takes it back out to the top of the key. 1:08 left in the first quarter. Sixers lead 25-19. An interception by D'Anthony Melton. Melton kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey goes into the lane, goes up with it, and he wanted the foul call, and Hauser was there for the rebound. Brogdon inside. It bounced off of the head of Mike Muscala, and still the Celtics were still able to retain the possession. And Brogdon goes up with a jumper, and that's good. So I guess Mike Muscala wasn't even looking, and it just bounced right off of his head. And Malcolm Brogdon was like, he still came up with it and just made a good play out of it. So it's 25-19. A foul was called against the Sixers, and Marcus Smart now comes back in. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Sixers lead by 6. Brogdon at the logo. His defender, Embiid. Takes it at the top of the key. Lets it fly over Melton. In and out it goes. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on the Sixers. A controversial call by the refs. Doc Rivers not happy with the call. And it'll be on Joel Embiid. So Tatum will go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots with 33.8 seconds left in the first quarter. The first foul shot is up, and he pulls it up and in. So the Sixers now lead by 5. They're playing at the Wells Fargo Center tonight. They're in their blue and white uniforms. And the Celtics in their white and green uniforms. Green letters and green numbers. Number 0 at the foul line. Tatum goes up with it, and he misses the second foul shot. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Joel grabs his 7th rebound of the quarter. Tyrese Maxey hands it off to Niang. 22 seconds left, 12 seconds on the shot clock here in the first quarter. Embiid with the basketball, 8 seconds left. He tries to go to the rim. He goes up with a shot and somehow, some way gets it to go. And he's fouled. He was in motion, went over to his left side, and he just put up a high arcing layup that he just didn't even think was even going to go in. And it didn't even hit the net. It just went straight up and in. And he'll go to the line for one more. 14.7 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot clock is unplugged. Embiid has 17 points in this first quarter. He's 6 for 7 from the field, and the rest of the team only has 10 points. He has been carrying this team in the first quarter. Embiid going to the line for one more. Embiid's foul shot is up, and he converts on the three-point opportunity, the old-fashioned three-point play. Daniel House Jr. comes back in for the Sixers. 10 seconds left. Shot clock unplugged here in the first quarter. Malcolm Brogdon taking on Jalen McDaniels on the near wing. Puts it up and puts it in with 3.7 seconds left. Maxey gets the inbound. Almost lost his dribble. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid with a half-court shot. No. And that'll do it here to end the first quarter. So the Sixers do lead 28-22. They're trying to clinch the third seed at least. Can they try to do it tonight? Oh, boy. Cavs defense is so strong. Brooklyn will be challenging for the Sixers. George Niang shot style. Like shit. I mean, hey, sometimes it's money, though. Like, you have to admit, sometimes, like, it's really on. Who's your MVP candidate? In my opinion, should give Embiid. Yeah, man. I mean, like, so I tell people this, and like, I don't like to steal things from other people or plagiarize or anything like that. But I do have to tell you, like, this one person that I follow on that does Philly podcasts, he is like a diehard Sixers fan, right? His motto is you got to put the calculators down and watch the game. Meaning that if you're just like, if you love analytics, if you love VORP, if you love true shooting or any of those like technical stats, you'll see that Nikola Jokic like leads all those categories. And then the eye test will tell you that Joel is just the more dominant player. And it's no disrespect to Nikola Jokic. I just find it so funny because Jokic is a really good passer. He's also a really good scorer, right? But I think that what makes Embiid different is just his impact on the defensive side. When he is locked in defensively, he is the best two-way player in the NBA. He's a great rim protector. He can stay on guards if he really wants to. I just think that overall he's the most dominant player, and he's leading the league in points per game. I can't ask my center, who can't always stay healthy, to do what he's been able to do. If the Sixers lose Embiid, right? Like, everybody is. I feel like a lot of people are taking them for granted. Like, he's gonna be missed. I appreciate it, man. I'm always right. My sister would always tell me that she was always right, but really at the end of the day, I was right. Nah, but she was right about a lot of things. But yeah. Hey, I tell the truth. I give facts to people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. That's what Play-by-Play with JJ does. And by the way, if you're tuning into Play-by-Play with JJ for the very first time, my name is Jason Joseph. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and keep up with all the 76ers content. Getting ready for playoffs. I'm excited about doing that. That'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, man, that's what we do on here. What do you think about Alperen Sengun? What was there something I missed about him? Like, did the news come out about him or something? I don't know. I haven't really been up to date with what's been going on today because I've been helping my neighbor. But as like news come out about him, I think he's a good defensive player. I don't know if I haven't really watched a whole lot of his game. He is improving to own day by day. I haven't really been watching much of his game, but I do know that he's a really good rim protector, and I think he's like one of the most underrated centers in the league. I've always felt like I don't know if I can compare him to DeAndre Ayton, but I've always felt like he's just underrated. Here's James Harden and the Sixers as they come back at it. Harden almost turned the ball over as he gave it up to Niang. Niang's runner, as he got it back, was airballed. Wow, he airballed a runner, and it goes out of bounds, and the Celtics get it. So the Sixers have Paul Reed back in there for subbing in for Embiid. Marcus Smart, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Mike Muscala, and Luke Cornett are out there for the Boston Celtics. Here's Marcus Smart on the far wing. He'll find Derek White now. White takes it outside the three-point arc, and he gets the ball loose and stolen away by James Harden. Harden coming up with the loose change. Reed to Melton. Melton puts up a floater, and he cannot get the friendly bounce. It was volleyballed out to Derek White. White to Brogdon on the far wing. His defender is Harden. And now Derek White comes up with it, and the ball gets blocked by DeAnthony Melton, and they're going to call a shooting foul on Melton. So White will head on over to the foul line. He has to take about 3 steps back or so for the free throws. And to be honest with you, I thought it was a clean block by DeAnthony Melton. It looked like it was all ball. It looked like it was all ball, man. We're just about a minute underway here in the second quarter, and the Sixers are now only up by 5 as White cashes in with the first foul shot. White averaging 12 points per game this season. He's shooting 38% from downtown, and he makes both free throws. And it's a 28-24 ball game. Harden out there trying to control the tempo. His defender is Marcus Smart. Kicks it out to McDaniels. McDaniels hands it off to Niang. Niang back to Harden. Harden at the top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Reed comes in for a screen. Harden takes it to the left side of the lane. No. And Paul Reed cannot come up with the rebound as it was rebounded by Cornette. Cornette boxed him out and did a good job there. Brogdon on the other side puts up a floater over McDaniels, and that one is good. And now the Celtics Malcolm Brogdon, I should say, has scored 9 points in this game so far. He's 4 for 6 from the field. Harden with a pick-and-roll offense to McDaniels. McDaniels back to Harden. Inside, outside. Harden's 3. In and out it goes. And another rebound by Cornette. Brogdon on the other end. Initiating the offense. Cornette tries to go up with a screen. Melton plays good defense. Here's Marcus Smart for 3. It's nothing but net for Marcus Smart with a hand in his face. Did I just say I said Cornette, right? Yeah. 29-28. 9:55 left to go. Is that how you say it? Am I saying it right? Please correct me if I'm saying it wrong. The Yang's three-pointer off the mark. Reed inside to McDaniels. Paul Reed coming up with a big offensive rebound, and the Sixers retake the lead on the Jalen McDaniels floater. Smart will finally find Malcolm Brogdon here. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Brogdon taking on Paul Reed at the top of the key. Takes a couple steps inside the three-point arc, and it gets blocked by Reed. Trying to come up with it was Cornette, and Cornette could not get that one to go, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be 76ers basketball. The Sixers have been doing a pretty good job on the defensive side, but they have to try to make some buckets here. McDaniels takes it to the lane, goes up with it, and Cornette comes up with a block and denies him at the rim. White on the other end, putting up a floater over Harden. Yes! Oh my goodness, good defense by James Harden, but better offense by White. Harden taking on Derek White now. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, less than 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Sixers trail by 1. Harden to Melton at the top of the key. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Melton puts up a long 3, and it was way off the mark. Reed with another offensive rebound. Reed with the floater. No. Niang with another offensive rebound. The ball got volleyballed all the way out to Niang, who was at the top of the key. Here's Harden's 3. Yes, from the far wing. And the Sixers retake the lead 33-31. James Harden coming up large. That was a big-time 3. 8:13 left to go in the second quarter. Sixers only up by 2. Smart taking on George Niang. And he spins and loses the basketball. Paul Reed comes up with a steal. He's going to try to solo it. He goes up with it. Great defense by Derek White. And the rebound goes to White. And just like that, Malcolm Brogdon gets an easy bucket from that great defense. So Brogdon gets a 2, and that ties the game. Harden going up with a shot. And are they going to call it a foul in the act of shooting? No, they're just going to say that it's going to be a personal foul on Derek White. So how about that play? So just to kind of reiterate what just happened, Paul Reed thought he had a wide open lane. Derek White just comes on him, and he's about like 6 inches shorter than him, and he somehow, some way came up with a block, and Cornette was there to tip him the rebound. Derek White then on a wide open play with nobody on him just made a good look, or found a good look inside, and Malcolm Brogdon got an easy layup. And then now the Sixers do call a timeout. So it was a personal foul committed by Derek White. Tyrese Maxey comes back into the game for DeAnthony Melton, and the Sixers, who are tied now at 33 apiece, they call a timeout. That's what happened. Hopefully, I've done a good job at describing everything. Have you ever watched the 2020, honestly, like I was alive for it, but like I was only 3 years old. So like I didn't really see it live. I've never like gone back to like watch like the full tape of the NBA finals like that season, or have watched like any sort of documentaries about it. But honestly, Kobe and Shaq were just that good. But no, I didn't know like the full roster. I know that the Sixers got Dikembe Mutombo to try to kind of like put up a body against Shaq, but that wasn't going to work because Shaq's just so dominant. And Mutombo, who is like a good defensive player and was a really good defensive player, like no disrespect to him, but how are you going to guard and stay on like one of the best like centers of all time? That was just such a dominant force. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no chance that the Sixers were even going to be able to win that series. Just none. But I give them credit for fighting, and making their way to the finals, because I know that, besides Allen Iverson, it was just, he was their offense. So, that's all I got to say about that. How many people we got on YouTube, just out of curiosity? I'm always interested in like looking to see like who's on, like who's watching, and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully I promoted this really well. Only got 2 people on YouTube, huh? Okay. Not bad. If Shaq uses his brain, maybe up to unguardable level. Yeah. He was a dominant force, man. In case you're wondering, all the Boston fans out there, Milwaukee does lead 93-72. They're up by 21 points with 6:18 left in the third quarter. So, and now it's 96-72. There was a 3-pointer that was made. So, currently, they are not going to be gaining the game on Milwaukee for that 1 seed. So, Melton will end up handing it off to James Harden as the timeout is over. Harden passes it to Maxey. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey near the logo. 5 seconds left. He takes it inside, steps back, puts up a runner, and oh my goodness, he almost got it to go in. Great defense, though, by the Celtics as White comes up with another rebound. We're all tied up at 33 in knots. White pivoting his foot, and will finally give it up to Marcus Smart. Smart being guarded by Harris. And the rebound will go to Paul Reed as Smart could not make the foul line jumper. Or the far corner jumper, sorry. Harden of the bounce pass to Maxey. Maxey to Harris on the far corner. Harris taking it to the rack, going up with it, and that's good. And the Sixers have the lead again. Another lead change, and the Sixers are back out on top. Brogdon faking a 3-pointer from the near wing. Dribbling around Tobias Harris. Harris comes back on him, and he initiates the contact. And a foul is called on Tobias Harris. So Brogdon has his way, and Harris does get called for the shooting foul. And that'll put Malcolm Brogdon at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Brogdon, the former Milwaukee Buck, won Rookie of the Year back in 2016 right? 2016-17 season. And makes the first foul shot. So here comes Joel Embiid as he steps back in for the Sixers. P.J. Tucker also enters in for DeAnthony Melton. Al Horford will step in for Mike Muscala, and Jason Tatum comes back out for Marcus Smart. So Reed, Muscala, Smart, and Melton will take a seat on the bench for both teams. Brogdon averaging less than 15 points per game this season, but he's shooting 44% from beyond the arc and 48% from the field. He's been an incredible addition for the Celtics. And the second foul shot is up, and that's good, and we're back to a tie game at 35 apiece. It's a low-scoring game between two teams that have been battling for two of the top three spots in the Eastern Conference. Embiid gets the ball from Harden, a fadeaway foul line jumper, and it goes in and out. And Tatum is there to get the rebound. Cornette's still out there for the Celtics. Here's Tatum at the top of the key. Now he's on the near wing. Finds Cornette. Cornette kicks it out to Horford. Horford to White. White with a floater. Too short. Grabs his own offensive rebound. Puts it back up. And it goes in and out. The Sixers dodge the bullet. And Embiid comes up with a rebound. We're just about halfway done this second quarter. Harden on the near wing. And he gets a little bit of space as he goes into the lane and gets it to go with the left-handed floater. That makes it a 37-35 ball game, and the Sixers retake the lead again. Tatum at the top of the key. His defender, now it's a double team. Embiid and Harden come up with a double team, and White almost made a wide-open three, and the Sixers had a good play. Harden with a cut back, with a nice pass to Maxey. And Maxey will find Embiid. I don't know why Embiid didn't take the wide-open three. Embiid gets the ball back, though. A nice pass to Harris. Harris catch and shoot triple. Yes! And the Sixers get a little bit of breathing room as they're up by 5. So Harden had a really good pass out in transition. Maxey made a backdoor cut to the lane, then found Embiid, and Embiid made a good pass to Tobias Harris. Here's Jason Tatum off the dribble over Embiid from the foul line extended, and he knocks it down. So Tatum comes up with another bucket. It's 40-37, and the Sixers are only up by 3. Harden on the far wing, inside the three-point arc, bounce pass to Embiid, Embiid back to Harden. Harden trying to post up Derek White. He kicks it out to Embiid for 3. In and out again. Almost got it to go. It just went halfway down, and it came right back up. Tatum taking on Joel. Off the dribble. Embiid staying on him. Tatum's jumper. No. Cornette tries to pass it to somebody, and it goes out of bounds. He tried to just tip it, and it just was in no man's land. Sixers up by 3. Sixers do get the ball back. Harden inside to Embiid. Embiid taking on Horford. Step back jumper. No. Tucker with the offensive rebound. He'll find Maxey. Sixers have been doing a good job at passing the rock. Harden stepping back on Brogdon. 4.5 seconds left from the foul line, and it's well short. Harden has been struggling with the shot tonight. Maxey trying to play good defense, and Cornette once again tips it, and it goes out of bounds. Man, he thought that somebody was going to be there, and now he's going to take a seat as Grant Williams comes back in for Luke Cornette. 3:50 left to go in the second quarter. Sixers and Celtics both shooting at least 39% from the field. Harris will find Embiid, and now Horford is guarding him, but a great pass by Embiid to find Tobias Harris, who was wide open, and Harris gets called for the offensive foul. Oh my goodness, that's a ticky-tack call. That is such a ticky-tack call. It looked like Derek White flopped for a second, and I got to be honest with you. That's just what my eyes saw, though. But regardless, the Celtics do get the ball back. They could tie it with a 3. Smart on the far wing. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice pass to Horford. Horford on the pump fake from the near corner. Going to the other corner for Williams for 3. Yes! He got P.J. Tucker to buy on the pump fake, and he took one dribble over towards his right side and cashed in a three-pointer. And we're tied up at once again at 40. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second quarter. Harden on the far wing. He'll hand it off to Tucker. Tucker back to Harden. Harden will find Embiid on the foul line extended. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid with a hand in his face from Al Horford, and he still knocks it down. How about Joel Embiid? Smart on the other end, spinning and going up with a layup with the left hand over P.J. Tucker, and we're tied again at 42. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Harden to Embiid. Embiid will hand it off to Harden. They've been playing really well together. Embiid gets the ball from James Harden, and he somehow, someway gets a layup. Sixers lead by 2 again. So the Sixers have been doing a good job at just moving the basketball, and they've been playing good defense. Here's Smart on the pump fake, getting Tobias Harris to buy on it. The three-pointer, that's no good. The ball gets tipped out to Horford. Horford's three, too strong. He had a wide-open three-point shot from the far wing, and Harden comes up with a rebound. 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Sixers up by 2. Harden, step back, three-pointer. It's good! With nobody on him. And no remorse whatsoever. 13 points for James Harden, 3 dimes as well. Horford, wide open three. He tried to bank it in, and the bank was closed. Maxey comes up with another rebound. That's his 4th. Maxey conducting the offense. He'll find Embiid, who is trying to posterize Grant Williams on the foul line. The ball gets loose. It goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Celtics. And 1:29 left to go, and a timeout is called. So the Sixers will be back in just a few moments. White gets called for the personal foul, so that's what they were alluding to. Oh my goodness! In case you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. You guys are the best. We've been going at this for a little bit. If you do enjoy my 76ers Play by Play commentary, if I'm really descriptive, if you like my style, if you enjoy the rhythm that I bring on a night-to-night basis for 76ers Play by Play or for 76ers basketball for Play by Play. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. You know, it means a lot. Truly, truly does. I forgot to. When Pablo Banchero is in the dream, or is my Rookie of the Year? I mean, hey, you think he's gonna win Rookie of the Year? He could. I don't know who else would win it. Who else is having like a really good rookie season? We got 4 people on YouTube. That's nice. 4 people on the tube. The YouTube. Okay. Cool stuff, man. How many people we got on Facebook? I don't know. Oh wow, we got a lot of people on Facebook. We got 20 people on Facebook Live. That is sick. Good stuff. If you're on my Facebook page, feel free to come on over to my YouTube channel as well, where I'm going to be uploading a lot more stuff on there eventually. I'm still going to be posting stuff on Facebook Live, but in a little bit, we are just going to be posting stuff on YouTube and Twitch. Those are basically going to be our targets eventually, but I'm just saying, feel free to go into my profile, and if you'll see the YouTube link up there, and you can just head on over to my YouTube channel and be sure to subscribe. I put a lot of announcements on there, and you're gonna get even more content for 76ers basketball. I want to check this Phillies game. I will be right back. I'm just going over to my right side just to get the TV remote. Nice. Okay, let's put on the Phillies game over here. Timeout is just about over. And the Sixers, they're up by 5. It's 47-42. Embiid gets the inbound. Embiid to Harden on the near wing. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Harden back to Embiid. Embiid, nice pass inside to Tucker, and nobody was guarding him, and Tucker went up with a reverse layup. It's 59-52. Brogdon on the near wing. He's taking on James Harden. 1 minute left to go in the second quarter. Williams goes up with it, and he gets fouled, so he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. I can't do that because you're good. You're a good voiceover over the screen, so we can. Yeah, man, I can't do that because they'll still flag me for it. I can't do that because I still get flagged for it. So, I would, but I'm also like working on my radio call too. So, Tatum takes it to the lane, goes up with the left hand, and that's good. So 49-44, 51.4 seconds left in the second quarter. 12 points for Jason Tatum. He's also 1 for 4 from downtown. 47 seconds left. Sixers lead by 5. Harden gets past half court. He's on the far wing. His defender is Brogdon. He finds Embiid. Embiid going into the lane with nobody on him. And he makes the layup. 51-44. Embiid with 24 points and 9 rebounds. He's already on double-double watch. Brogdon to Tatum for 3. In and out it goes, and Embiid now has a double-double. 24 seconds left, 2 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Harden with the ball, having a staring contest with Marcus Smart as he gets past half court. Smart playing good defense on James Harden. 10 seconds left. Embiid with a screen, and a foul is called on Marcus Smart. Not in the act of shooting, as James Harden gets fouled. 8.6 seconds left, and the shot clock is now unplugged. So Harden will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws because the Celtics are over the foul limit. You love this. I love the Sixers too, man. I really do. Sixers are my team. Harden's first foul shot, he puts it up, and he knocks that one down. So it's 52-44. The Sixers lead by 8 with 8.6 seconds left. Again, the shot clock's unplugged. Embiid goes back to the bench. Daniel House Jr. comes in for him, and DeAnthony Melton subs in for Tyrese Maxey for defensive purposes. Sixers lead by 8. 8.6 seconds left. And Melton will head on over to his spot right next to Grant Williams, in between Williams and Smart on the left side. Harden puts up the second foul shot, and it's good. Sixers lead by 9. Horford inbounds it to Smart. 7 seconds left. Smart gets past half court. He takes it in the lane over Melton, and the ball somehow, some way, it got blocked by Melton, but it still went in. 2 seconds left. 53-46. The Sixers are up by 7. Harden has to inbound it to somebody. He finds Melton. Melton puts up a prayer from beyond half court, and that'll do it as it misses the rim. So the Sixers go into halftime. They're up 53-46, and they lead by 7 against the mighty Boston Celtics. Which team is going to clinch a seed here, as their magic number is 1? That remains to be seen. We have another second half coming up in just a little bit. I am going to take a step off in about a minute or so, but my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I will be back in 10 minutes as the countdown will be over, and we'll be back for the second half of this ball game. But don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't go anywhere because we're going to have a whole lot to say about the second half. It's a big game for both teams. All right, we'll be back in just a little bit. I appreciate you guys for coming on here, and I'll see you soon. Alrighty, guys, what's going on? How we all doing? Second half is just about ready to get underway of 76ers basketball. Let's go, baby. We also got the Phillies. They're winning 4-0. Of course, the night that I'm not doing a Phillies stream, they're winning. But to be fair, they also lost on Sunday, and I wasn't doing a Phillies stream then because I was doing the Sixers-Bucks game, which was a really big game. But they ended up losing that game, so it was a lose-lose situation because I could have bit the bullet and just done the Phillies game, but the Phillies weren't going to win that game. They were going to get swept by the Texas Rangers. You knew it, and I knew it. And the Sixers had a better chance, and obviously the Sixers game was really important because they could have. I mean, it would have been a long shot, but they still could have potentially gotten the 1 seed, and then that game ruined everything. So, if you enjoy my content, if you're on here for the very first time and you're like, you seem like a pretty cool guy, JJ. You seem like you're really nice. You do a good job with play-by-play. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to feel free to do all that sort of stuff. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all the social media platforms, which, by the way, are listed down below in the description area. So just got to keep reminding you all because I know that we lose track of things, and I'd like to still whoops, I went to the wrong screen. There we go. Magic 44, what is going on, my guy? It's so good to have you on here. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. How's your night going so far? You enjoying the Sixers game as much as I am? It's been a back-and-forth contest, bro. It's been really back and forth between these two teams, and I am hoping that the Sixers come out on top, even though there's no Jaylen Brown. Okay. You're doing good? I'm happy that you're doing good. I'm happy that you're doing good. I was going to say something, and then I lost my train of thought. Typical JJ. Typical JJ to just do that, to just have this thought in my head, start talking, and then it just slips away. It was kind of like I made a Brandon Marsh play yesterday where I should have fielded the ground ball properly, and then it just got right by me. I let it slip. That's what I did. The thought just slipped in and out of my head. The Celtics. You think that the Celtics are going to win? Okay, so I also believe that the Celtics are going to make adjustments here in the second half, even though there's no Jaylen Brown. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Celtics steal this one from the Sixers again. It just wouldn't surprise me. I've noticed that in the very beginning, they started to go to Grant Williams guarding Joel Embiid. And even though there's no Robert Williams tonight and there's no Jaylen Brown, I have just, that was something that I kind of questioned a little bit from the beginning, is because Al Horford has done a pretty good job at staying on Joel Embiid throughout his entire career, even though Embiid made a nice fadeaway jumper, a step-back fadeaway. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that maybe that ball was gone. Whatever. Thank God it stayed in the yard. Connor Brogdon. I almost said Malcolm Brogdon. That's kind of funny how both Philly teams they have a Brogdon on one Philly team, and then they're facing a Brogdon on another Philly team. That's kind of funny. All right. I feel like this halftime's taking forever. Aren't we, supposed to be done with halftime, bro? What's going on? I don't know. There we go. Okay. All right, now they just cut back to the live screen. There we go. I don't know. I don't know because Sixers are in 3 and Celtics are in 2, and it might be a close game. Hey, I'm just gonna tell you that the Sixers have gotten a lot better at closing out games. Boston's their kryptonite. Harden gets the inbound, and the Sixers start things off with the basketball because they lost the tip-off, inside-outside. Harris for three on the near wing. No. So the Sixers are going from left to right, and the Celtics are now going from right to left. Tatum back out there. He finds Marcus Smart. Smart kicks it out to Williams. Williams gets Tucker to buy on the pump fake. Kicks it out to White. One more to Marcus Smart for a wide open three. No, it was from the near wing, or the near corner, I should say. It was all the way in the near corner. And now James Harden comes up with the rebound. He gets the basketball off the dribble. 2-point shot. It's way too much mustard. And Smart comes up with another rebound. So the Sixers have not been able to make a bucket so far. We're 1 minute underway. Tatum taking it to the rim, and it gets blocked by Embiid. Harden comes up with the steal. Maxey on the other end gets the ball. Oh, they're going to call it charge on Tyrese Maxey. How about the block by Embiid, though, to try to have the Sixers have an offensive possession, and Tyrese Maxey just tried to get some space from Brogdon, and he pushed him ever so slightly, and the Sixers lose the basketball. 10:45 left in the third quarter. All right, Smart comes up with the basketball. He finds Tatum. Tatum will hand it back off to Smart. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and we have a foul called against the Sixers. It'll be on Deanth. It'll be on, who's it going to be on? I don't even know who it's going to be on. I guess it'll be a defensive 3-second call against Joel Embiid. That's what it was, and Tatum goes to the line to shoot a free throw, and he makes it. This is my favorite NBA player on the Sixers. Besides Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. I love Maxey. Derek White gets the inbound. He'll hand it off to Smart. Smart will then pass it to Derek White, and White gets the ball stripped and stolen away by James Harden. But they do call a foul on White. They called a foul on White, I believe. There was a whistle, and the Sixers are going to have to inbound it. Yep, White gets called for a personal foul. And Harden will get the inbound from the near sideline by Maxey. James Harden in this ball game has come to life. He finds Embiid, and Embiid has had himself a phenomenal game. Embiid to Harris for three. He was left wide open, and Horford comes up with another rebound. Horford to Tatum at the top of the wing. You'll find Horford inside the Tatum. Tatum dribbling the basketball around the timeline, takes it to the near wing. Embiid on him. From wing to wing, Horford makes a three. And Tatum comes up with an assist. Al Horford hit 5 threes in the last time that the Sixers faced the Boston Celtics in the third quarter, and he's already made one. Here's Embiid. Embiid going up against two defenders and has his way over Williams and Al Horford. 55-50. Horford again. We'll hand it off to Tatum. Tatum back to Horford. Horford taking on Joel Embiid on the low block. Embiid staying on him. Horford almost got the ball loose. He gets it from the near quarter. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Horford for three again. No. And Horford comes away with the offensive rebound, and Derek White gets a layup. The Sixers were caught sleeping at the wheel again, and Embiid just did not run to the rim. He thought that maybe it was a good defensive play, and Horford just made a good hustle out of it. Embiid gets double-teamed, kicks it out to Harris. Harris, one more to Maxey for three. Yes! Tyrese Maxey coming up large for the Sixers. 58-52. Tucker trying to get an offensive foul. Called on Smart, and he gets called for the blocking foul. Not by much, though. His feet were planted. But nope, that was, it looked like it was actually the right call. So Tyrese Maxey's been a little bit quiet in this ball game. Maxey only has 5 points. There's a three-pointer that goes up by by Williams. That's no good. Harden on the far wing for the Sixers as they're shooting 33% from downtown. James will have to dribble it off and find Embiid. Embiid with a couple of jab steps off the, oh my gosh, off the dribble and a fadeaway jumper in Al Horford's face. 28 points for Embiid. He's 11 for 15 from the field. Unbelievable. I don't know how you guard that. Tatum to Horford. Horford one more to Smart for three. No. And Harris comes away with the board. Harris dribbling past two defenders, and he still can't get the layup. Smart on the other wing. Embiid lets him shoot it, and Marcus Smart drains it from the near wing. 60-55. Sixers only up by 5 with 7:20 left to go in the third quarter. So Embiid has 28 points so far in this ball game. He will find Harden on the far wing. Harden, step back jumper over Horford. No. And White intercepts his rebound. Smart again for three. In and out. And Embiid with rebound number 12. Harden with a nice backdoor cut pass to Tobias Harris. And great defense by the Celtics as a block was issued from one of the players. Couldn't tell who it was. It was Grant Williams. Tatum now has the basketball. He'll hand it off to Horford. Horford with a nice pass inside to Marcus Smart. Smart has himself a layup, and it was a good bang-bang play. The Celtics have been moving the basketball. And a timeout is now called by Doc Rivers. The Sixers only up by 3. Oof. Close game. Close game. Nail biter. I feel like the Sixers have to win this. This is like a must-win for the Sixers. Phillies are up 4-0 in the top of the 8th. That's good. Stott. Oh, did he get it? Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, can he get an inside the Parker out of this? No. Oh, my internet froze on the TV. Nope, he got a double. Thought maybe he could get a at least a triple out of it, but I guess not. 9:21. Man, where does the time go? You feel like that the time is going by so fast when you're having fun. I guess that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Whew. That was a good hit by Stott. Why is my TV freezing? I don't like that. Stott went over to third on the ground out. That's not good. I might have to unplug my cable box. Marsh homered today? He made up for it. Made up for his poor play yesterday. Huh? How about that? Good stuff, Phils. Got a solo home run in the third. Okay. I got to give him a round of applause for that. Hopefully he can come up large with another base hit here. Phillies are really shutting out the Yankees. I mean, that can change within an instant. But I'm just saying. That's pretty cool. Strom, I guess, pitched really well. Huh. Bro, these timeouts are long. Why are these timeouts so long? Nets are down by 2 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. 93-91, 6:09 left in the fourth. The Heat are winning 114-104 with 123 left against the Pistons. It was so close. I wanted Detroit to pull that one out. Hawks Bulls. That's a big game. 72-59. Atlanta leads by 13. Huh. All right. Here we go. So Harden gets the inbound. The timeout is over. And the Sixers have the basketball. Maxey on the near wing. Uh-oh. Is Brandon Marshall okay? Uh-oh. All right, Embiid with a turnaround jumper. It's good! Over Grant Williams again. Great defense by the Celtics, but even better offense. 30 points for Joel. Oh, Marsh is injured. Okay. Tatum on the near quarter, taking on Joel Embiid. Tatum has 14 points today, I believe. Have to double check that. Brogdon's three-pointer is way too short, and Embiid gave up an offensive rebound to Tatum. The ball gets loose and it goes out of bounds. My goodness, come on, man. How do you let Tatum get by you and not be able to do anything about that? That is unbelievable. Hopefully Marshall's okay. George in the end comes in for the Sixers. Tatum, wide open for three. Yes! And now it's back to a 2-point deficit for Boston. Marshall's okay. All right. So Tatum has 16. I was right. And Embiid is 30. Harden to Embiid. Embiid spinning and kicking it out to Harden with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Harden being guarded by Horford. A reverse jumper. It's good. Oh, my goodness. Another turnaround jumper for Embiid. He is unstoppable. Three-pointer by Horford. In and out it goes. Harden with the rebound. I guess nobody can stop Joel Embiid when he's feeling it. Harden gets the ball loose, comes back up with the basketball. He's at the foul line now. He's taking on Al Horford. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Harden with the runner, and he gets the friendly bounce. It's 66-60. And the Sixers are up by 6 with 4:45 left in the third quarter. 17 points for Harden, 5 assists as well. Tatum, pick and roll. Smart, three-pointer by Horford. In Embiid's face, and that's good. From the far corner. Al Horford making a big difference. With 8 points. Harden's three, way off the mark. Horford climbs the ladder and gets the rebound. That's his 8th on the day. 8 points and 8 rebounds for Horford. Tatum tried to go cut into the basket and it deflected right off of his hands and it goes out of bounds and the Sixers get the ball back. Joel Embiid, though, he has been a monster in this ball game and has been carrying the offense for the Sixers. They go as far as he does. And that's what happens when you have a star player like him. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. And the Sixers are only up by 3. Here's Tyrese Maxey at the foul line. And the ball gets loose and intercepted by Tatum. White stuck his hand in the cookie jar. Brogdon with a layup. It gets blocked by Embiid. Joel Embiid making a statement. And the crowd is loving it. Brogdon thought he had a wide open lane. And he went up with a layup. And Embiid said, absolutely no way, no how. And it goes out of bounds. 15 seconds left. Boston still retains possession. Tatum spinning, going up with a layup, and it bounces 3 times and goes in. Tatum with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 dimes. He has 6 points in this quarter alone. Embiid being guarded by Hauser. Embiid wants to dance on him, and he will. A fadeaway jumper again, yes! Inside the foul line, no one can stop Embiid. He has been on fire. 34 points, 10 in this quarter alone for Joel. Tatum steps back, passes it to Horford. Horford to Brogdon. And the ball comes loose and McDaniels gets called for the reach-in foul. 8 seconds were left on the shot clock. Brogdon was inside the foul line. And Jalen McDaniels thought he had all ball. Doc Rivers is livid off the bench. And McDaniels certainly has a case. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? Tatum, three-pointer. McDaniels climbs the ladder and clobbers the rebound. Tyrese Maxey, only with 5 points today. Hands it off to McDaniels. McDaniels to Melton. Step back three. Wide right from the near wing. And another timeout is called by Joe Mazzulla and the Boston Celtics, who trail 68-65 with 2:49 left in the third quarter. Can the Sixers hang on? That remains to be seen. We'll be back in just a few moments. Ooh, what a game. Majestic. Unbelievable. And breathless. It's been a really cool game. Phillies are winning. Yes. Hey. We can't jinx anybody. We cannot jinx them. We can't jinx them because I know what this team can do. I've seen what they've been able to do and what they haven't been able to do. And the Yankees, once they smell blood, they're coming for you. So I hope that they can hang on, but we can't be jinxing things. But at the same time, you're not jinxing anything because you know why? Because you're delayed compared to the actual game. We're both delayed. So we can't call it in real time. Hicks grounds it over to first. There's the first out. Nice. In case you guys are new to my channel, this is Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I give you this content for free. And all I ask is for a subscription, for a follow, for a like. If you like me, that is. If you don't like me, and you're still on here, well, chances are you probably do like me, and you like my content, and you just can't get enough of it. Or I'm so annoying, and yet you still keep coming back. And when you still keep coming back, you know what you should do? You should follow me and subscribe. I've dealt with people like that. So the Sixers are winning 68-65. They've done a good job in this quarter so far, but the thing is that it's all been about Joel. And if Embiid is just going to keep carrying you, sorry, that's not a recipe for success. You know what I'm saying? But he does have the hot hand, so obviously you got to keep giving him the ball. But once the hand goes cold and Midas is not in the building, James Harden has to take over. Yeah, I see it's 4-0. The Yankees are down to their last 5 outs. See that. That must make you mad because I know that you're a Yankees fan. I know that. But and I really feel like that these timeouts are so long. I don't know why. I guess because you know why the game started early, and now they realize that the other game is going slower. And maybe not. Ooh, Connor Falefa almost beat that out. Okay, Celtics have the ball back. The timeout is over. White on the near wing. Gives it up and passes it to Hauser. Here's a three-pointer by White to tie the game. No, Maxey comes up with a rebound, and they call a loose ball foul on Al Horford. Oh, you are a Phillies fan. I thought that you were a Yankees fan. I thought you said you were a Yankees fan yesterday. I'm so sorry. My mistake. My mistake, buddy. All right, so Sixers have the ball back. They lead by 3. McDaniels hands it off to Melton. Melton on the near wing. He'll pass it to George Niang. He's been ice cold over these last 3 games. Had no points in his last performance and only has 2 points tonight. Embiid draws the double team. Melton to Niang for 3. It's way too strong. And White will grab the rebound. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Sixers lead 68-65. Tatum at the top of the key, taking on Maxey. Tatum passes it to Brogdon in the air. The ball goes up as Tatum tries to go up with a layup, and it gets denied again by Embiid. Another block that goes out of bounds, and Joel Embiid has been locked in tonight. How about that? Here's White on the inbound. A three-pointer. No. The ball gets almost stolen away by Tatum. And Tatum gets called for a foul as Embiid snipes it away from him. My gosh. Maxey was there to try to get the rebound. Or McDaniels, I should say. And then as soon as McDaniels came up with it, Tatum just swapped it away, got it, and then Embiid got it from him, and then Tatum just elbowed him. So another foul. And Maxey now hands it off to Niang. Niang to Embiid. Embiid to Maxey. He sets a screen for him. Maxey gets the ball loose and stolen away by Tatum. And Maxey comes back up with it, but they're going to call a foul on Maxey. Oh, my goodness. Both teams getting physical with one another, and it's a Sixers Celtics rivalry. Man, they're just getting in each other's faces. 1:28 left in the third quarter. Brogdon trying to help his team. The Celtics haven't scored in a little bit. Brogdon with a runner. No. An offensive rebound by Cornette. Cornette outside to White. White with a floater. In Maxey's face, and it's good with the right hand. 1:08 left in the third quarter, and the Sixers' lead has diminished to 1. White with 11 points. He's 4 for 12 from the field. Embiid gets the ball. He's at the foul line. His defender's Cornette. He goes up, and he takes it to the rim and throws down the right-handed sledgehammer. 70-67. And the Sixers lead by 3. 36 points for Joel Hans Embiid tonight. Tatum spinning, going up against Anthony Melton. A good backdoor cut pass to Cornette, and it gets blocked by Embiid again. 4 blocks for Joel. Embiid with a pump fake. He'll take on Cornette. He goes to the basket, and he gets fouled by Horford. He has been a dominant force. He is telling the crowd to come to life here. That's what he loves to do. That right-handed sledgehammer dunk was absolutely ridiculous. And he got a block on the other end on Cornette, showing him how it's done. 2.5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. It's been the Joel Embiid show. The first foul shot is up, and he knocks it down. And the Sixers lead by 2 possessions, 71-67. He has been on fire. 37 points by Embiid on national TV tonight, and the rest of the team is 34. Embiid's second foul shot. He puts it up and gets it to go again. So he knocks down both free throws. He's been incredible from the line tonight and has only missed once. 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. 38 points and 12 rebounds by Joel. McDaniels guarding White at the logo. He'll hand it off to Malcolm Brogdon. Brogdon, step back jumper in Daniel House Jr.'s face. That's no good. McDaniels with the rebound. Maxey, 3 seconds left. He pulls up for 3. No. Melton tried to put it back up, and Cornette comes up with a rebound, and that'll do it. Here in quarter number 3. Joel Embiid making a statement, and the Sixers not going away as they lead by 5 against the Boston Celtics. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Whew. My gosh. What a run. What an interesting sequence of events. How about that, man? I will be right back. I need to take a quick sip of water. I'm really thirsty, and I will be right back. Alrighty. What's going on? What is up? How are we doing tonight? Sixers lead 72-67 as we go into quarter number 4. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. Let's go Celtics, baby. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Justin. Hey, they were still within reach. We'll have to see what happens here. Sixers do lead, and Joel Embiid has had 38 points tonight. He's 15 for 19 from the field in just 3 quarters alone, and has scored more than half of the Sixers' points. So Brogdon back in there for the Celtics as we go into the fourth quarter. White will hand it off to Brogdon. Brogdon taking on D'Anthony Melton. A nice pass to Grant Williams for a near corner 3, and it's wide right. Blake Griffin out there for the first time tonight. Brogdon with the offensive rebound. The ball gets tipped out by McDaniels, and it'll be Celtics basketball. Ay, ay, ay. Craig Kimball's coming to close for the Phillies. Nice. Okay. Nice. Oof. Okay, so the Sixers, they lead 72-67. We're 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Celtics have won the season series, so unless the Celtics lose the rest of the way and lose tonight, then the Celtics should have at least the 2 seed locked up. White gets the ball, goes up with the runner, and he gets it to go. Derek White allowing his team to shoot 41% from the field. Here's James Harden, D'Anthony Melton, George Niang, Paul Reed, and Jalen McDaniels for the Sixers. Harden at the logo, directing the traffic. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. We're about a minute underway here in the fourth quarter. Harden taking it to the foul line extended. Jumper is way too strong. Derek White with another rebound. White, Brogdon, Williams, Griffin, and Muscala out there for the Celtics as they respond on a Brogdon layup. It's 72-71. 15 points for Brogdon. And the second unit has not been doing so well to start off for the Sixers. Harden to Reed. Reed with a layup and a foul by Blake Griffin. So Paul Reed will head on over to the foul line for one more. Blake Griffin has a little mustache going. It looks really nice. And Harden with a nice pass in between the legs to Paul Reed. And Reed will try to extend it to a 2-possession game. Reed's foul shot is too short. It just barely hit the front of the rim, and Griffin comes away with another rebound. That's his second. White taking on Paul Reed. White inside the foul line, outside to Brogdon on the near wing. He goes up with the runner inside the paint. Griffin fighting for the rebound. The ball comes loose, and the Celtics still get possession. Brogdon to Williams. Williams to White for 3. Nobody was on him, and he gets it to go, and we have a tie ball game at 74 apiece. Wow. The Celtics have cashed in, and another 3 from the top of the key by Derek White. Harden passes it to McDaniels for 3. It's way too strong. Griffin with the rebound. Griffin has been very active on the glass. And the second unit for the Sixers is getting outplayed so far in the fourth quarter. White to Brogdon for the lead. Yes! Oh my goodness! And Boston takes a 3-point lead, and the Sixers call a timeout. It sounds like I'm a Boston fan. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that, bro. My bad. My bad. Whoa. Did I stop? Okay, thank God. I thought maybe I stopped the recording for a second. Whoa, that really scared me. How about that, man? Boston never makes it easy for us. A 7-2 run to start off the fourth quarter. We got to put Embiid back in there, man. We just do. This is what happens when you take Joel out. It's just what happens. Come on, bro. Anthony Volpe to start off the 9th inning. Come on, Kimbrel. I hope that we can get him out here. For some reason that's not updating. I don't know why. There we go. Good. All right, now you guys can see the score. So the Celtics have taken a 3-point lead. Wonder if the Sixers are going to bring back Embiid in. I'm at work with just an earbud. You're doing the Lord's work, my good sir. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It seriously means a lot. So I really hope that I'm being very descriptive. You know, okay, like I'm not a TV. I can't show you like what's going on or anything like that. But my job as a storyteller and as somebody that, you know, is treating this like a radio broadcast is for me to help paint the picture so that you can understand what's going on. And if I'm doing my job, then that means a lot. And I appreciate that because I like the good feedback in that regard. But if I'm not doing my job, somebody better tell me. They could fire me. I don't know if they could really fire me on YouTube, but I'm not getting paid for anything. I give you this content for free. So, Philadelphia can't hold Boston in the fourth quarter. I mean, so far, that's what happens when your second unit is out there and Joel Embiid's on the bench. There's just only so much you can do, and Harden's not stepping up. So now, I'm happy Doc called the timeout because now you got to put Joel back in. You just have to. Bro, this at bat. Oh, I thought that was to Volpe. Okay. They got the first out.